You famously avoided, during the tech boom, investing in technology companies. Curious about what you're like as a user of technology. You play bridge online.
Yeah, one of the trick questions that Bill Gates and I use sometimes when we're addressing audiences, he'll say, excluding email, which one of us spends more time on the computer? And the answer is I spend more time on the computer than Bill does, leaving out email, because I spend at least 12 hours a week probably just playing bridge on the computer, and I do all kinds of other things too.
Like what? I mean, you get news that way?
I get a lot of news that way. I look up all kinds of things that I used to have to spend a week and right away to get. I mean, it's so useful in so many ways. I mean, if I'm writing the annual report, there'll be 20 things I'll want to check, that I just go to the computer and check them out. But listen, I like going to YouTube, and I'll go there and I'll listen to one song, and then I'll see all these suggestions on the other side, and it's an hour later, and I'm still listening to suggested songs or something.
All right, so you're on YouTube. What are you watching on there?
Well, I watch a lot of things. I mean, sometimes people tell me there's something kind of interesting to watch, so if there's political gaffes or something. But if I go there, I may go there to listen to Frank Sinatra sing My Way, and there'll be about 8 different versions of it probably, and I'll click on that, but then I'll see, 8 other things on the side, and Sinatra doing something else or whatever, and an hour, 2 hours will go by, and I'm having the time of my life. I like to see Tina Fey do Sarah Palin too. I mean, I'll go and type that in. So YouTube should be charging me a lot of money.
So do you have an iPod?
I do not have an iPod, no.
An iPad?
I do not have an iPad, no. No, I am slowly entering the 20th century, Will. Don't push me now.
As I said before, I know you have a cell phone.
Well, yeah, Alexander Graham Bell gave me one of his early ones.
Do you ever read books online? Do you use a Kindle or a reading device?
I read things. I read a lot online, but I would prefer to have a book in my hands, and I prefer to have a newspaper in my hands. On the other hand, I go to newspapers online all the time to read them, but if you just gave me a choice, I would still rather have it in my hand. You'll come out in 10 years and you'll be visiting me, and I'll be the last guy in the world reading a real newspaper with a landline phone next to me, and then you'll be interviewing me and say, what was it like back then?
What about social media?
No, I'm not into that, no.
Have you ever been on Facebook?
No.
And you're not...
I've had some impersonators on there, yeah.
And Twitter?
I haven't done that. A fellow from Clark, Nebraska is co-founder of that, I believe, but it hasn't gotten to Omaha yet.